You are welcome to another edition of the Market Opening Gong, where we bring you developments in the market. This edition captures the market performance for Monday, August 26, 2019. From the Nigerian Stock Exchange, the all-share index closed at 27,691.85 basis points with a market capitalization of 13.47 trillion naira, meaning it depreciated by minus 0.39%. Equities market closed today on a negative note as NSE all-share index depreciated by minus 0.39% to close at 27,691.85 basis points as against plus 0.62% appreciation recorded previously. Its year-to-date returns currently stands at minus 11.89%, while investors yesterday lost 52.69 billion naira. This means the market resumed the new week on a bearish note, and we hope that will change to the green zone today. ABC Transport, Sovereigns and John Holt were top gainers, while Forte Oil, Seplat and Julius Berger were among the top losers. For the FMDQ OTC exchange, the debt market size closed at 32.40 trillion naira, the NFX rate closed at 362 naira 62 kobo to a dollar, while the INDFX rate opened at 362 naira 69 kobo and closed at 362 naira 99 kobo to a dollar. Looking at the NASD OTC market, the NSI closed at 712.46 basis points with a market capitalization of 511.86 billion naira. Volume of shares traded was 208,948 and the value traded 18.762 million in 12 deals executed. You can also check the Nigerian economic indices on the dashboard displayed on the screen. Major highlights for the day. For our highlights from yesterday, the leaders of the G7 nations gathered in Barrett Island, France, over the weekend to discuss critical issues like global trade, environmental issues, security, and the economy. It also had an expanded session with the Indian Prime Minister and some African leaders and heads of international development agencies attending. The G7 leaders agreed to support Sahel Africa in combating terrorism by providing intelligence and partnering with the police and military forces in the region. The summit, which ended yesterday, was hosted at a time of increased trade tensions between the United States and China, which is already creating increasing concerns for global monetary authorities and even trade and finance ministers. On the developing issues around Brexit, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson asserted that the country can cope with a no-deal situation despite mounting pressure from the European Union. The Brexit is due to take effect from 31st October. Also, President Muhammadu Buhari is joining other African leaders in Japan for the 7th edition of the Tokyo International Conference for African Development from August 28 to 30th, 2019. On the sidelines of the summit, the president will hold bilateral discussions with Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, which will be an opportunity to assess the Nigeria-Japan bilateral relations. Key events to watch. All eyes will be on major Nigerian banks, UBA and Access, as they prepare to release their half-year earnings for 2019. The global markets will be bracing up for the possibility of a trade deal between the USA and China, as signals from both parties showed on Monday, August 26, 2019, possibilities of renewed agreements that could bring an end to what has been a tense trade relationship between two major economic giants. And that will be all for this edition of the Market Opening Gong. You can visit our website www.proshareng.com to get more updates from our news stories and videos. You can also follow our social media platform shown on the screen for further updates on our market reports. Till we come your way again, thank you for watching and do have a lovely day.